The next thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at that add button. How are we going to start to add things through here? And you're going to see these templates and think, oh, I want to use those templates. However, at this stage in the game, I feel like sometimes the templates can be very limiting. So I'm going to show you how to add everything individually, and then you can start to make your own judgment calls. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to that add button, and we're going to start with text, and we're just going to work our way through. So the first thing that we're going to do is add that text. And then here's an option. You can start from scratch, or you can think, oh, I want this kind of like certain style of text. And there's a lot of different options there. I'm going to first show you how to add text from scratch. And the one piece of text that you do have to have is you have to have your name. So this is where if you use like a nickname or if you've shortened your name, you're going to put that in there. And you want to make sure as you're adding things that they're spelled correctly. So if you notice right away, there's kind of a default, there's a primary and a secondary, and then you're just going to scroll down here. This is kind of within that text box, that adding things that you can do. There's lots of different fonts here that you can choose. And then I just clicked off of it. And then I can align my text, or I can make it kind of custom. I could make it so that it kind of all fits within there. So there's lots of different options. This is called alignment. I can play with my scale here, but if you notice, my type is white and I currently have a blue box behind it. I'm going to show you where that is. You can play with the letter spacing. You can play with the opacity of the text. And as you notice with the slider bar, it looks like there might be one more thing that I have access to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave that there for now. That blue box behind there is called the shape. So if you look over to the right-hand side, all the way under, that's called shape. So what you want to do is you want to alter that shape. So to alter that shape, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on the shape box. Again, it's on the right-hand side. And then again, it's going to show you your type. It's going to show you your padding, like the space around it. So if I want to make it bigger or smaller. And then I have lots of options to scroll around there. If you look, it started out down where it was. So it's a little confusing. So if you look at that slider bar, you're going to see there's lots of stuff at the top. And I can say, yeah, I don't really want a shape. And then automatically change my color scheme. Okay. So again, to get rid of that background shape, it's under what's called shape. And there's lots of different options here that you can just kind of try and see and then play with. Do I like that? Do I not like it? What's going to work for me? What do I like? And you're going to find you're going to put stuff in there, and then you're going to realize you're going to go back and kind of tweak and edit it. And that's okay. That's why we're doing it. That's why I'm showing you this free online program. The next thing that you might want to start to do with your text is you might want to start to look at color. Again, we're in the third one down, and it's like palette for color. It suggests some colors for me. I think these are probably based on projects that I've done before. But I can also go in and then I can say, well, I want to shuffle. I want to see what it looks like with just the reverse, pink and black. Or I can click on it and I can change those colors right in there. And I can say, I really want to try that teal. So these are just suggestions, or I could go into kind of that custom and play with that right there. Anytime I make changes in something like this, those pop-outs, there's going to be a save button. So I've showed you how to add type, how to change the color of type, and how to change the background shape. The last thing that I want to show you is maybe some fancy effects that you might want to use on your type. Again, effects is not something that I would use on every word that you have. Maybe instead of having them solid, I want them to be outlined. Okay, so those are type effects. And there's lots and lots and lots of them. So it gives you a chance to kind of play with them. Or I could also go back to none. So that's all about how to add type. If I don't like it, I'm going to delete it. If I do like it, maybe I want to duplicate it and do it again for something else. If I find I made a spelling error, I'm going to go ahead and hit edit. And then I can say, I can edit it again. And then I just always click done. So this video is all about that type.